my name is Alex, I'm a patchwork nerd, and welcome to what could very well be my final vlog on this camera. Because I now have a real camera, and I don't have to shoot videos on my iPhone anymore, and I'm getting really excited. As you might be able to tell from the title of this video, I am going to recap my first week of Camp Nanowrimo. I have some clips to show you from throughout the week. I forgot to record several times this week because I was busy writing. But that's a good reason to forget. But I want you to make sure you stick until the end because I have something kind of different from my normal vlogging format that I am going to share with you guys. So I hope you'll stay until the end and I will see you in a little bit. So let's go. It's the first day of Camp Nanowrimo, and of course it is a really busy day because it is Easter and we have family stuff, and there was a mix-up with the delivery date of our dishwasher. It was supposed to be coming on Thursday. We got a new dishwasher, by the way. It's supposed to be coming this Thursday, and that was a perfect day for us, and now it's coming today. So we're just rolling with it and hoping for the best. We've got family stuff for brunch, so I'm gonna try to get some writing in a couple of minutes here, and I'm still working on some plot stuff, and really my goal isn't to write a certain amount of words, it is to write for a certain amount of hours. Yesterday I had an epiphany because there was just something I could not get over with my plot, and then I figured it out, but I didn't have time to flesh it out because we were doing stuff with family and there wasn't time to work on it. So now I'm gonna go work on it and it's gonna be awesome. So happy Camp Nanowrimo, everybody, and good luck with all your goals, and stay happy, stay positive, and if you don't feel happy or positive, don't be afraid to give yourself a break. Deal. I forgot to record a clip yesterday, but that's okay. I've had a good couple of writing days and I'm not wearing any makeup, so don't judge me. I had a snow day today and I'm just flabbergasted because it's April 3rd and I had a snow day on April 3rd. What the heck? But it's lovely outside. I'm feeling really good, and it took me a million hours to edit yesterday's video. If you haven't checked out my last writing related video, I updated my April bullet journal, so please be sure to check that out. I'll put a link to that below, because guys, that was like 2 hours of footage, and then I edited it down to 46 minutes of footage, and then I had to do like tiny little cuts throughout the whole thing to get it down to 10 minutes. That was an accomplishment, and I've learned so much about editing, so I'm feeling really good about myself between all the projects that I'm doing. So I'm going to go watch some more Camp Nanowrimo YouTube videos just to get myself back in the writing mood, and then I'm gonna go write more and then have steak for dinner because I'm awesome. So I'll see you later. Welcome back, guys. I hope you enjoyed some of those clips, and before we go today, I really wanted to just give this video a little more meat to it, and this is something I was thinking about doing in a separate video, but it just made sense to add it to this video, and that is I'm going to be doing the Camp Nanowrimo tag, where I tell you a little bit about my project and what I'm doing for camp this year, and it should be a wonderful time. I actually decided to do the tag after watching Kate Kavan. I think I'm saying her last name correctly, but if you watch my live streams, you know I'm notorious for pronouncing names incorrectly. Her channel, she did this wonderful tag and I absolutely loved it, and I knew I had to do it too. So I will link to her video down below so you can be sure to watch that. Watch all of her videos. She's literally vlogging every day during Camp Nanowrimo, and I am so impressed by her videos and they're so inspiring. Please be sure to check out her channel and subscribe to her because I'm addicted to her videos and we can just be addicted together. Let's launch into the first question. Here we go. Question number 1 is, what are you working on this Camp Nanowrimo? And for me, I am working on the novel that I've been working on for several months now, and I actually did the first draft, or sandbox mode as I call it, for Camp Nanowrimo this year, and that is my story, To Market. I still don't know quite the age range. I want to say it's like a young adult, possibly dark fantasy horror novel. It tells the story of twins Nina and Malor who are making their way through the haunted woods of the place where they call home, called the Umber, to go to this walled city called the Vibrant, where they will finally be protected from all the monsters that live where they live and all the scary, horrible things. But on the way, something goes wrong. There are hags that travel around the Umber in something known as the Market. The Market is an actual city of hags hopping on chicken legs, and it is known for taking children who are never seen again. And Malor is taken by the hags to the Market, and Nina must pair up with some dark forces and make some very unexpected friends to enter the Market and save her brother. And it's always rumored that children are gobbled up and eaten by hags at the Market, but what they don't realize is something far worse than the risk of being eaten awaits at the Market. It actually started out as a short story that I realized I could not contain, and it needed to be a novel, and I absolutely love the atmosphere of this story. I love my characters. My main character, Nina, is just such a gem of a character to write, and I love her brother Malor. They're just so fun. It's dual perspective between Nina and Malor, and there's a lot of intrigue and spooky things and mystery to it, and I really hope you guys enjoy it, and I'm absolutely loving where I'm at so far in the story. I really hope you guys enjoy what I have so far. Maybe I'll have a sneak peek of that eventually here, but To Market is the novel I'm working on, and I am loving it. Question number 2, how will you be tracking your progress? I am going to be using the tracker that is on the Camp Nanowrimo website. It's where you input your count for the day. In my case, it is going to be hour count, so every day I update that. I'm also tracking my hours in my bullet journal, and if you guys didn't check out, I actually set up my April bullet journal in a video, and I showed how I made my tracker for Camp Nanowrimo, so if you would like to do something similar, I'll put a link down below. Take a look at it and see all of the cool things that I did to not only set up how I'm going to track my progress for the month, but how I'm going to reward myself. And so far, I've earned 1 reward, and a large green tea latte is in my future. Question number 3 is actually question number 2. I got question 2 and 3 mixed up, so we're just gonna proceed as if this were 3, even though it's question number 2, and it's all gonna be hunky-dories. Question number 3, how many Camp NaNoWriMos have you participated in? This will be my 3rd Camp NaNoWriMo. I've done it in April for the last 2 years and 3 years if you include this year, so this is lucky year number 3, and I am so excited. A lot of times I like Camp NaNoWriMo almost a little bit more than NaNoWriMo, just because it feels a little less stressful and more free-flowing and relaxed, and I just feel a little more chill. Plus April is a much calmer month for me in general with my life than November is. November is just kind of a everything's happening at once month, but I absolutely love both Camp NaNoWriMo and NaNoWriMo, and I can't wait to be doing another camp. It's so much fun. Question number 4 is, what is in your Camp NaNoWriMo bag, or what are your Camp NaNoWriMo must-haves? And for me, I tend to always make sure I have some sort of writing utensil nearby. These all come in handy when I am filling out my bullet journal and keeping track of my novel progress. I also need to make sure I have still hot, lots of tea and lots of coffee on hand. And I now have a functioning dishwasher for the first time in months, so I am so happy because I can get my dishes done a lot faster, which means my mugs are all ready and raring to go as well, and also saves me a lot of time, so I'm not spending 6 hours washing dishes by hand. It's been fun. The other things that I need to have on hand are, of course, my laptop. I need my Scrivener program because that is the program I'm using to write my novel. Question number 5 is, what kind of cabin are you in, and how did you choose your cabin? The cabin I'm in is actually very fittingly called the Haunted Pines, and it was established by someone that I know on Twitter named Erin Craig, and she has put together this wonderful group. I actually found out about it on Twitter. She had posted if anybody was interested in joining her cabin, and I could not pass up the chance of being in a cabin with a bunch of very spooky people because I'm a spooky person and I need to be around my ghost and bat buddies. So it just made perfect sense and I am so happy I joined it. Everyone is super encouraging and the cabin is active with people talking about how they're doing and how their progress is going, and it is just a wonderful, wonderful time. So I am so happy with the cabin I'm in, and I just think they are all the bee's knees, to put it in the cheesiest way possible. Question number 6 is Camp Nanowrimo versus regular Nanowrimo. What do you do differently and which do you prefer? I guess I kind of already touched on this a bit, but I love both of them for different reasons. The thing that I really love and find different about Camp Nanowrimo is that it allows you the chance to customize your goals, and a lot of times I find when I do a word count goal, I get sloppy because I can write really fast. I can easily write over 1,000 words in 30 minutes. I can do that no problem whatsoever. It does not guarantee that those are going to be a pretty 1,000 words. What I do like about NaNoWriMo is it forces you not to overthink things, which is something I am notorious for doing. It just makes you run and gun. You gotta go. You gotta keep going. And I really love that about NaNoWriMo, but on the other side, I really love how Camp NaNoWriMo gives you time to slow down and to think more about your goals and to think more about your progress and think more about the things that you want to accomplish and what you want to do with your story. And it's not just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. You have time to stop and smell the roses. But again, NaNoWriMo gives you time to go, okay, we smelt those roses, now we gotta move. We gotta keep moving. We gotta smell the daisies next. I love both of them for different reasons. I do love the feeling of fall and just like all of my favorite season is fall. So it's like all of my wonderful fall, autumn things come together. And I love that feeling of that time of the year. It's my birthday, it's Halloween. That princess loves getting her spooky on. It feels like this wonderful time of the year for me. April, I'm indifferent. Sometimes it's actually spring. Sometimes you're expecting 6 inches of snow this evening. I'm not very attached to this season. So long story short, I love and don't like different things about both of them, but I love both of them and I am so glad to be able to do both of them. So yay for both. Can we do yay for both? And question number 7 is actually kind of a question for you guys, and that's asking, how is Camp NaNoWriMo going so far for you? I would love if you could leave that in a comment down below. Is it going well so far? Do you feel like you're on a roll, or do you feel like things are just kind of like hitting a wall and you might be getting stuck? Let me know. I want to know all about how your experience is going, or if you're not doing Camp NaNoWriMo, tell me what you're working on instead and what your goals are independently. I would also love to hear about those too. I am really falling in love with my story again, and it's been a roller coaster of redoing and redoing and redoing outlines and just playing jigsaw puzzle with all of the different pieces of my story and trying to figure out the tone and trying to figure out the voices of the characters and trying to just patchwork everything together. Oh, there's that word, patchwork. I'm so funny. It's just been a great time. I'm thankful to be able to have the time to do this and to be able to incorporate at least that hour of writing into my life every day. I'm really happy with the adventure I'm on so far, and I hope you guys are too. I want to just give you a big old push of encouragement and just know that maybe things aren't going right now, but it'll be okay. Just smile and know that this is supposed to be fun, and it's okay if it's not going quite the way you expected, because maybe it'll go in a way that will surprise you and you will be even better and your story will be even stronger because of that. So just embrace the path you're on, and we'll all have cupcakes and muffins and throw confetti by the end of it, regardless of whether or not we make our goals, because we'll celebrate. Either way, we will celebrate. Please join me on Wednesdays throughout the month. I am streaming at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time here on YouTube, so just keep an eye out for that. A link will be posted. As always, join me on Sundays for Writer's Patch. That is the chat that I host on Twitter. That is at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them in the comments down below, or you can tweet me at PatchworkNerd. Big, humongous thank you to my Patreon supporters. I love and appreciate each and every one of you, and thank you so much for helping me create just all of the hullabaloo that I make every single week. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week, and I hope you have a wonderful second week of Camp NaNoWriMo. I will be sure to update you on how things are going for me, and until we meet next time, remember, keep writing, keep laughing, and most importantly, keep encouraging each other. I'll see you next time. Toodles!